Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Fog. Thinking right out here, and I'm in my book, in my lab. I'm in the book. I'm just enjoying these lessons. I'm reminiscing because this is stuff that I already went through. So I'm giving it to you, and I'm loving it because it feels good to have somebody that's interested in what I do. So let's rock. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my story. For life, I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself or self mastery. My mission and I'm on it is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. All right. Right thinkers. P Funk philosophy asks the question, what's the sacred task? I know I'm supposed to know. Don't worry, I'll tell you. Answer is know yourself. To know ourself. Thyself, yourself, any way you want. But that's the sacred task of all human beings, more importantly, right thinkers. Let's talk. The sacred task. Most human beings identify with their ego personality, and that's normal. Thanks to my man Carl Jung. That's the normal, that's how the body functions. Okay. And that's called the what's that? The Kybet and your Ren. That means your physical body and your name. Elmer J. Fudd, I own a mansion in the yacht. That's that mentality of just, knowing the basics of yourself. It's 9 parts of your spirit. I'll get to you right quick. That's what the sacred task is, to know that, understand that, so you'll find out as we go. Let's go. So the task for all right thinkers is to explore consciously, explore and consciously discover your other 7 parts to your spirit, even before death. Understand that. And we must have the other 7 of these remembered and permanently integrated into one, so that at any time we leave this earth at death and we leave the body and name behind. Elmer J. Fudd, body stay here. Elmer J. Fudd, the name stay here. Okay? The spirit goes on. And you leave those behind. Why? Because now we are ready to fly, hence the wings, to our next spiritual body to join who? Asar. Where? In the afterlife, our divine self, our true self, and God, aka. And we merge with that ultimate reality from which we not only come from, back to the maker, but who is our innermost essence. Again, God. Asar represents spirit coming to physical matter. So Asar is our individual soul we identify with. And the joins Asar soul joins Asar supreme soul. Okay? Thus, now we join God. We are really joining our higher selves. Pay attention. I'm doing it slow. Hope you can follow as I'm going. We are God, as are all human beings and objects is seen in the unseen universe. We all are connected. It is our sacred, there you go. What's the sacred task? To know what? This to be true. This may be done. How can we do it? Through the daily practice of righteous and study of the virtues, practicing them, and meditation. Anything that you're doing that you got to get this meditation need to be part of that. Why? Because that's you letting your mind download information that you already have inside you. You ain't got to study for it. You ain't got to read it. You got to nope. Just meditate. Okay, and it'll come to you. Now, if your car, which is one of the parts of your spirit, part of our spirit, if it identifies itself with the physical body and its erroneous subconscious ideas about reality, Scooby-Doo, roll, it will not be able to operate correctly in the what? The spiritual realm. Through wisdom, inner experience, and a meditative, peaceful mind, your ka and the other bodies may be experienced and even developed and integrated to use and work together. Baka, BKA. The ba is soul and is connected to the ka, which is the body of emotions and desires from the flesh, from the body. And through your ab conscience, CONSCIENC, the science proven ab, your heart conscious. And from here, your ba controls the kabat, your shadow dense subtle body, that spiritual body, the mirror of the body, okay, and your ka, which is your physical body. The spirit, the ba, gives it life, okay. Now you see here. Let me get a little illustration. I like these illustrations. I can't get the book where I want it, but if you see here, the dot, that's God. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate spirit, soul. It comes down. You see right here, the kings, the pharaoh. See behind his head. See that? That's considered the ba. Let me break that down for you right quick. All right. And it says here, the universal ba, which is God. We know that. The individual ba is you, the human being, which is in your spirit. That's you. And as the pharaoh, statue of the pharaoh, Shephren, the arrow points to what? They had the hawk-like figure that's situated behind the head of the pharaoh. That's letting you know he's behind you. He's got your back. The ba gives life to the body and all other parts of the spirit. The sahu, the ku, the kabat, the ab, the sikkim, the ren, the ka, and the ka. So the spirit, the ba, is controlling everything that goes on in the body. And Haru, which Horus the sun, is always shown as a hawk or a falcon figure, and behind the head signifies this fact, what? That the essence of what we are is a spirit that is supposed to use and control the body as an instrument, as one controls a car, an automobile, or an ox. Meaning you're in control. You should be in control of this thing here. In Egypt, they had a process, what they called impregnating the female is called ka. This is when a process that must occur, but it's all spiritual. It's your spiritual evolution, and it means our ka must be impregnated with the words of wisdom, knowledge, and intuition from the ba, the soul. This is what was considered the virgin birth. Or, see, this is the virgin birth. The other one we call immaculate conception. There's two different things. Let me get this virgin birth out the way first. It meant that you had to be impregnated with knowledge from and intuitive from your spirit from within. It's all internal. This is the virgin birth of what? our spiritual life, new coming to spiritual enlightenment, which leads to the birth of ourselves as transformed human beings, as gods, from human to God, from mortal to immortal, and becoming conscious of it. What's this? So if we identify with our Ba, the spirit, that's why becoming conscious, the Ba is just the bird figure. The head goes on it is you becoming conscious of yourself. Okay? So now the Ba is being one with what? The universal Ba, your individual, instead of our ego Ba, which is the me in our selfish kind, and the action that's prescribed by our individual Ba, our soul, will be in harmony. When you're living and doing right, you're in sync. You're in harmony with what? With nature. You're doing wrong things, willingly, intentionally, you're going to not be in sync with nature. That's what they're telling you. And with the spirit world and nature, you'll be out of sync. When you're living right, you are in sync with your spirit world and nature. So therefore, following one's intuition is what? You being able to take advice from your own Ba. Through quiet contemplation, meaning daily meditation, one's own Ba offers what they call insight into the truth and will lead one to prosperity and fulfillment in this physical world. Your mind can still lead you to places in the physical world if you let it. That's what they're telling you. Now, our true self, the consciousness, that's deep within our physical nature, is only a manifestation of our spirit. It is our spirit, pay attention, which gives life to the body, the five senses, the mind, the process, etc. But therefore, our body, intellect, and mind and senses are a reflection of the degree of ignorance or wisdom. Your choice. You can be as ignorant as you want, or you can be as wise as you want. Of what? Yourself. I tell you, make you the intense study, you'll find God. Which we process, which we possess in what? Our own consciousness. What you mean? That's consciousness is spelled, this consciousness is spelled CONSCIOUSNESS. That's your mind conscious. The heart conscious is spelled with conscience. Okay? But in this light, knowing this, and we are the first hermetic law is all is mental. When you have mental illness, is being ignorant of this, and that's with the result, resilient physical illness. Again, mental illness along with the ignorance of the body leads to physical illness also. And this are due to one's own cause, which is ignorance, ding, 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 of what? Our divine, aka higher, or our spiritual nature, or what we know to be our true self. In order to find the ultimate truth, I know some people say nobody knows the truth. Speak for yourself, my man. But we must go beyond our mind senses and our body senses. We must go beyond all mental images of names and forms, to which now we are accustomed by developing our own intuition, inner knowledge. And through intuition, which is female, like this, I said, that represents intuition. He represents immortality. And only through intuition, only will we be able to discover what we really are and our purpose of existence. This is the message above the temples. To an effect, it says, know ourself. And in Greek, they took it and said, man, know thyself. When you put man in front of you, excluding the woman, you didn't say man and woman know thyself. You said man know thyself. So the woman ain't supposed to know herself? And y'all looked at that for a while that way, that women don't count. Why not? Jeez, that's so nasty. All right. But it says the question, what is the sacred task? Answer, to know ourselves. I hope you answered that easy. The concept, nope, right here. The spirit is distinct from the body. We all know that. Why? Because the body dies, the spirit goes on. We know they ain't the same thing. But if you, the individual, your individual body, which is your spirit, if it identifies with the other parts of your spirit, now it will forget it is connected to the universal body. If it forgets and overcome by worldly desire, come here like Assad did, fell in love with Nephthys, nature, and decided, yeah, I want to hit that. All right. And your desires of due to your ignorance, you will live a life of mortality and you will die. Thinking it will die when the body dies. And that mentality you do. But Haruhood is being connected to all parts of your spirit, all nine, all the time. And how? By remembering that you are not only connected to the universal body, aka God, cosmic consciousness, the universal soul, but that you are the universal soul deep inside. And to obtain this state of mind, there you go. To reach that state of mind of understanding, you have to put some work in. It's not easy. And to what? Be able to achieve what we call Christhood for Christians, Haruhood for the Egyptians, cosmic consciousness for the worldly, and the kingdom of heaven for some, Christians again, and Moksha and Kaivalaya for Indians, Nirvana and spiritual enlightenment. These are all names what I know as Nihas, okay, for being spiritually enlightened, to know yourself. So the universal Ba, wrapping it up, and your individual Ba from a circuit where energy is given and then it's returned to the source. They said the story goes when Shu and Tefnut, Ra's first children, they went out into the noon. They got lost. He took his eye out and sent it to go find them. The guy came back with them, and he was so happy he cried tears of joy. And that's what the human beings supposed to be made of. We made of Ra's joy from his children coming back home to him. Get the concept? The spirit goes out in the world, gets lost, and then finds his way back home because Ra pulled you home, pulled you in with the consciousness of the all-seeing eye. That story been going on forever. It's everybody's story. You can relate to it. Sorry. What was that? I forgot my place. Oh, yeah, down here, excuse me. So, understanding the universal body is God. Again, we are individual bodies of God. Again, just make it real simple. Let me take it home now. Oh, I ain't late. I'm running. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away there. But let me wrap this up for you. So, your universal body, which is God, and your individual body, which is you, forms a circuit. He sends it out. He wants it back. I keep telling you, my concept is our spirit is on loan from God. We got to purify it, enlighten it, and take it back home. You don't want the dirty ones. Keep them here. And where your energy is given to you, life. And then that same energy is meant to return to the source. It's an endless cycle. It won't stop. It don't stop. You just part of the part. If you feel them, you either get reincarnated, you get enlightened, or go home. Your choice. To be consciously connected with what? With this, our high or our true essence is the coveted goal and the epitome of our existence as human beings or spirit beings having a human experience. This the goal for our human experience is what? And that is the reason for it, to become conscious, to know who we are, to purify our spirit and heart so it can go back to its maker purified the way he gave it to us. Humans partake in both qualities of what we call spirit and those of matter. Asar represents that. And to master both is termed the highest good or the supreme good. You knowing you and God are one, that's the highest goal. We call it Nihas in Egypt. And it shows you a picture. All humans can potentially become masters of themselves, aka and the universe. How? By becoming one with the universe. They had it laid out. This is your Ba, the spirit with wings, the bird. But if it has a bird head on it, you didn't make it. This is the person whose spirit made it. He's going to hang out with, that's Amun, the original concept Amun, the ram-headed god. Okay, this is all metaphorical, spiritual, and esoterical, but it makes sense when you understand it. Let me take it on in. In Egypt, in the book coming forth by day, and in other hieroglyphic texts, you, the individual soul, is depicted either as a human-headed hawk, that's the falcon right there, the hawk. That's Haru, the spirit in you. Your job is to put your head on it, become conscious. So your conscious is your head that goes on the spirit. Now y'all become one. And, excuse me, or as a ram, Amun, the hidden one. In this manner, we are led to spiritually understand that your individual soul is in reality a manifestation of that one universal soul and your higher God Amun. Again, who is the soul of what? Everything. Who is hidden from everyone. And until you reach that level, you cannot see him. And is symbolized by the ram-headed man. And it is the highest aspect of all individual soul cleansings. It don't get no better than this. And itself cleanses itself from its association with what? Mortality, the mortal body, and the egoistic mortal consciousness. And it achieves its true identification with its universal body we know as Amun. Taking it in. And at this stage, now your soul, your spirit is said to have become glorified, enlightened, okay, glowing, glorified, the Soha or the Akus. And thus, it is referred to as the Sahu, excuse me. In this aspect of the Sahu, they had hieroglyphic for the soul, and it's depicted as a ram with the Ankh necklace. Okay, symbolizing that it is endowed with eternal life. I don't know if you can see it here, the little one down here. Right here. Okay, those are all symbolical signs that they use in the hieroglyphic to signify certain things. When you learn what they understand, you get the meaning. So I just showed you with the Sahu, the Aku, it means the glorious, eternal, immortal, spiritual body. You get to pick your body when you get to the next spiritual realm that you're going to be in for eternity. Hope you got the lesson. I'm enjoying this. It didn't take so long this time. Cool. I got to go, but I'll be back with some more. You know how we do. I'm going next week. We're going to do chapter 9, and it's going to be about the Osiris resurrection and the story of Haru and Set. Woo-wee. Story about you. Let's go. Right there. Right thinkers. May you all live to be 100 miles a day. So I number my right thinkers who now understand the task, the sacred task, and what it is, know yourself, have passed away. Do that before you pass away, and you live to see another day.